season. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Historic Lambeau Field, fittingly it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they've got a full half season since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And you don't get on win streaks like this without your defense playing a big role. They've created quite an identity, and I know they want and expect this streak to get to 9.
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. This will make it into the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level, went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
It moves to second and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Open man is Antonio Gandy Golden. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tanyan complete. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. 3 yards the gain there, second down. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 60 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, with the possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
There certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
Brings up
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pierce. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. That'll be 2nd down.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead. On to attempt the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs, so a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down, give him 25 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll try and run it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 48.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there. Take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Roquan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking deep for Adams. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a good call there. That brings up 4th.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. This is Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is really playing around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The screen pass here to Cohen. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. First down, Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet completion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now it's Rodgers. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he gets it down to the 32.
Play to Preston Williams. 13 yards on the pickup. Brings up second down.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers hang on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going to fire one deep left sideline and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me,
With no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
To throw now on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to get home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. 28-18, the final. A 10-point victory. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Odell Beckham leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a pickup of 3.
They try again with Cohen, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
So they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
And this is a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Second and 11. Rolling to, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. He'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball. But when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up the first down.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he completes it to Cohen. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll bring it to the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down Bears.
Now Cohen. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. For the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down as close to the goal line. 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and...
Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, a beast in the red zone with it. They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cohen. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays. Play number 9 on the drive coming up. And they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural, but I
like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Packers, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And next week, they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.